Yo, what is going on, everybody?
And this is where things took a turn for the worst.
This is RBT, and welcome to the LA vlog. I'm going to Los Angeles for the first time, about to drive to New Orleans.
And actually at this point is when things got really bad.
Nick Minute.
Bruh. I'm more tired than a fucking paraplegic turtle after running a freaking 10K, dude. Like, woo, let me tell you guys about what happened to old poor RBT this past weekend. Before we get into the story, I do want to apologize. Well, first of all, I know it's probably going to be loud. I'm vlogging, trying to make the most of my time. Short little video, I don't normally do stuff like this, but like this story needs its own little video. And number two, it's going to be loud, like I said, because I'm driving my truck. And last time I vlogged while driving, it was loud. So if the audio sucks, I apologize, but just give me a break. And one last thing, I promise you guys, I promise, I'm going to be announcing the giveaway winner of the Madden 18 GOAT Edition. I will announce the winner at the beginning of the next Houston Texan Connector franchise episode, which is going to be on Wednesday. And since it has taken so long for me to announce the winner, I'm going to give you guys an opportunity to make it 2 copies of Madden 18 that I'm going to be giving away. First of all, if you haven't entered, all you have to do is go to my Instagram account and follow it and leave your Instagram name as a comment on this video. Now, like I said, what I am going to do is I'll explain more and why this is a thing later in the video. ScoMo is a beast, fellas. He is an absolute savior. He saved my Los Angeles trip. And for that reason, guys, I'm going to leave a link to his channel in the description box below. If we can get him 500 subscribers tonight, I'll be checking his stats, make sure he got 500. If he gets 500 subscribers tonight, I'll be giving away 2 copies of Madden 18 instead of 1 at the beginning of my Houston Texan franchise video, which will be on Wednesday. And comment on his video and just tell him, thank you for saving poor RBT, because once you hear this story, you're gonna, it's a sad story. It's a freaking sad story, fellas. So let me explain to you what happened and explain to you why there hasn't been any videos since like Thursday. Well, as some of you may or may not know, I went to EA Play in Los Angeles, California. My first time ever going to California. So what happened was I was originally supposed to be flying out Friday. If you follow me on Twitter, you know what probably happened. Well, you know what happened, because I've been tweeting about it all weekend. It has been probably the most stressful weekend of my life. We were supposed to leave Friday, and I had to come back Sunday afternoon because I'm working an internship. If you don't know, I have to work an internship. It's a full-time job. It's freaking loud because it's the goddamn interstate. But anyways, I'm working an internship this summer because I have to do it to finish my degree and get my degree and graduate from college so I can finally focus on YouTube full-time for the first time ever. Now, it's a full-time job, like every freaking day, 6 in the morning, and I don't get paid for it. I have to do it for my degree. So I just got off of that, and the reason being, I couldn't stay extra days like everybody else at EA Play, so I had to go Friday and come back Sunday. Everybody else stayed until Monday because EA Play was Saturday, Sunday, Monday, but unfortunately I couldn't. Now, I was supposed to leave Friday and go to Los Angeles. Well, it was Friday. We were flying out of New Orleans, Louisiana. We got there 2 hours early, and the goddamn airport's parking was completely over capacity. There was at least 1,000 cars completely circling the facility, trying to get a parking spot like we were. And not only that, there's like, since the parking is so bad there already, there's like 5 or 6 private parking companies across the street, like a mile stretch, that allow you to park there just because how crappy the parking is. Well, every single one of those was completely over capacity. So me and my friend, who I invited to come along with me because he's going to the Marines next week, we circled around that parking lot for about an hour and a half. Like, there was nobody directed traffic. Everything was ran by machines. It was pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Well, an hour and a half go by, 30 minutes until my flight takes off. I'm freaking out. So I'm like, F it. And I parked underneath a goddamn bridge in New Orleans. A freaking random bridge. And we make a run for it. Well, you know what? We get there 5 minutes too late for check-in, and they don't let me on the flight. Don't let us on the flight. Don't even give us a refund. Even though it's not my fault that the parking was, I mean, it was absolutely, like I said, I'm not even sure if I said it or not, we witnessed like 2 or 3 wrecks while we were trying to find a parking spot because the parking was that bad and it was that out of control. And the workers were a bunch of douchebags too, like, god dang me, I'm trying to fly. Well, they didn't have any other extra flights. There was no more flights to Los Angeles till like the next day, and those were already full, so I was effed. Well, I was just like, screw it, this sucks, not getting my money back. I just wasted like $300 on a flight, and we're not gonna go. So we're on the way back, driving home from New Orleans. Straight after that, a good 2-hour drive, stop to eat at Wendy's, finish eating at Wendy's, go back out to my vehicle to leave, and I freaking locked my goddamn keys in my truck. So we're stranded like an hour away from home without a vehicle. So my dad is the only person to have a spare key. Called him, he said he'd come meet us. He was about an hour away, so we waited about an hour, maybe a little more than an hour. He gets here. The spare key didn't work. Yay! So we had to call a locksmith, and the locksmith comes about 90 minutes later, get in the vehicle, and we go back home. So it's like 12 at night we've arrived home, and I'm debating, dude, what do I do? Like, I wanted to go so bad. I wanted to meet all of you guys. I wanted to experience it. I wanted to experience LA. I was so stressed, dude. I've been looking forward to the trip for a long time, so I'm like, F it. I was looking for any flight. A flight left about an hour away from where I lived at 6 o'clock the next morning. So we got home at 12. Went to sleep immediately after I booked the flight. Although the flight was like, it was about 5 times more expensive than the original ticket that we ended up not getting our money back for. So anyways, we wake up at 2 o'clock, drive to the airport, and get on our flight. So everything goes well from there on Saturday. We arrive in Los Angeles about 11 a.m. Take about an hour ride to where we were staying, our Airbnb, with a bunch of other guys. So we get there, and we can't get in because they have the key and they're at a restaurant. So we have to drive in an Uber like 20 minutes to the restaurant to get the key, and then drive another 20 minutes back to put our stuff up because we have our stuff and we just can't bring around bags everywhere in Los Angeles. So we spent a good hour, you know, after taking an hour to get to where our Airbnb was, and we had to spend an extra hour just getting our stuff in the room. So that kind of sucked. Secondly, we go to EA Play, walk there, and the line is longer than Mandingo's penis. Like, I mean, okay, like 100,000 of them. Like, it's freaking a long line, wraps around the freaking whole entire building that EA plays in. And that was at 2:30. Well, TD Barrett gets in early, and we hadn't ate all day, so me and my buddy that I'm with, we had to eat, so we went to go eat. We come back, and all of them that we were with got in, and we had to wait in that line. Luckily, we had somebody that knew me that let us, you know, kind of skip in line, so we skipped about 45 minutes of the line there, but it was about 2:30 at this time. And we wait in line. We wait in line for hours. And then we're like probably 30 minutes away from actually getting in. And they say the maximum capacity has been reached. They're letting nobody else in. So after that, they can only let in a certain amount of people as other people leave. So that takes even longer. I was texting everybody, calling everybody, seeing if somehow somebody would let me in. Mutt Guru, thank God for him. He was at least trying to help. They told me he was at the front of the line so I could go up there and he'd let me in. He thought I already had my wristband. So we go up there and he says, oh man, I thought you already had your wristbands. I can't let you in yet, you gotta get your wristband first. So that sucks. So I go all the way to Los Angeles, wait in line for 3.5 hours, and we get finally in at about 6 o'clock. So I flew all the way to Los Angeles to experience EA Play for 2 hours. So after that, we didn't know where my crew went that has our key and everything. We didn't know they had left. And we finally get in touch with them, and they're like an hour away filming a video. So we were just stuck with my bag and everything. I really wanted to change, and they didn't have, we didn't have the key. They had the key with them. So we're stranded in Los Angeles. I have a book bag on, can't go anywhere. So I didn't know what to do. It was my only night in Los Angeles. So we hit up ScoMo, and ScoMo, being the absolute gentleman that he is, said we could come over to his hotel. So we did. After all that, had a good night, slept on ScoMo's floor, and yeah, so we did have a good night though, but if it wasn't for ScoMo, I don't know, like, that would have been the worst experience of my life. It was pretty bad. I did get to go to In-N-Out Burger on Sunday. I slept till about 1, because it was a rough day. It was a rough 24 hours, but I did sleep pretty late. But at least we had a place to stay, thanks to ScoMo. That's why I just want to give back to ScoMo. That's why I want you guys to go sub to him, because he at least made my experience halfway enjoyable. Also, while we were up there in ScoMo's room, he had a beautiful, like, suite at a great hotel in downtown Los Angeles. And we got to hang out with Cash. Cash came up to his room for a while, and Cash was a very genuine guy, so I got to meet Cash. He's really cool. And got to hang out with some of the guys at EA that night when we did whatever we did that night. So that was cool as well. I didn't have any videos ready to upload because I was planning on going to EA Play and just hanging out and vlogging and stuff. And just uploading some videos talking about EA Play at EA Play, vlogging that and having those videos ready to upload that night and the next day. And by the time we were in Los Angeles and just, everything was so stressful, there was no point in me vlogging. But if I would have vlogged it, you guys would have thought it was absolutely hilarious because, I mean, it was ridiculous. Like, every little thing that could have possibly went wrong. So, basically, I flew all the way to Los Angeles from Alabama to spend 2 hours at EA Play. And I really didn't get to meet as many people as I wanted to, so that kind of sucked. But I still did get to meet some of you. Now, I drive home, well, I mean, we fly home back to New Orleans, where my father had to pick me up and my buddy up because, I mean, we couldn't park there. And our flight from Los Angeles to New Orleans still was on, and so if we didn't fly there, we would have had to cancel that, and that would not have got refunded. So, we did that. Our flight gets back at about 12 a.m., and we get home, we drive all the way home that night, and it's about 3 a.m. when I get home, and I have to wake up at 6 a.m. for my internship and work for 10 hours on my feet all day, and now I'm here vlogging. So I wanted to get this video up tonight and just explain what happened in LA, and it was nobody's fault. It was just a lot of stressful situations and a lot of things went wrong, like very freaking unlucky. Nobody could have predicted that, but hopefully, I mean, I wish I could have stayed longer, but genuinely I couldn't. There's no way. I had to work Monday, have to get my hours, because I want to graduate like ASAP, and this is one of the last things I have to do, so I can actually focus on YouTube full-time, which will hopefully be in January. I missed my exit. Yes! I'm gonna go home and hopefully edit this and get this uploaded as soon as possible. And I wish I could record a Texans franchise tonight for you guys, but there's just no way. There's no way it would be a good video. Like, I'm sleep deprived, haven't had an actual good night of sleep in a long time, and since probably like Thursday. So it's been stressful. I will come out with that Wednesday. I'll probably make a video for tomorrow talking about Madden 18, some of the information that had come out while we was at EA Play, like the story mode and then the gameplay and stuff. I did get to play Madden 18 early, so I'll talk about Madden 18, what I saw from the time I got to play at Madden 18, tell you what you should expect and stuff like that. So that's probably what's going to come tomorrow, and then everything will get back to normal on Wednesday. And like I said, if we can get ScoMo 500 subscribers tonight, we'll have 2 giveaways in Madden 18. GOAT edition. So guys, that's gonna do it for this mini vlog. I highly apologize for no real good content the past couple days, and I normally, like I said, don't do videos like this, but F it, I wanted to upload something, explain what was going on. But like I said, if you want to enter the giveaway, have a chance potentially of 2 copies now of Madden 18 GOAT edition, so now you have 2 chances to win it. Just make sure to follow me on Instagram. I think my voice cracked a second ago and I didn't even acknowledge it, but who cares at this point, everything bad's happening. Just follow me on Instagram, leave your Instagram name in the comments below, and go subscribe to ScoMo, 500 subscribers tonight for him. And comment on this video and just tell him thank you for saving RDT, because I don't know what, it would have just been just an absolute nightmare if it wasn't for him. So please just go tell him thank you, because I'm really appreciative for that. But with that said, be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I will catch you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day. Better than mine. Peace.